What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me on a lovely summer's day with the Porsche 992.2 Turbo S. So the facelift Turbo S 911, and we are here because we owed you a video. Back in February or March, I think, we drove the new 911 Turbo S, and we didn't really have the traction to put, you know, down the 711 horsepower on the four wheels. It didn't really work. We didn't hit factory numbers. I think we did 2.6, 0 to 100, supposed to do 2.5, but I think it can do it a little bit quicker even. Quarter mile, we didn't have a proper time. So we thought, let's take it out again when it's nice and hot to do a proper run. So we've got a 2.9 bar at the rear, tire pressure, so not too high. Pirelli P0R tires. We've got 30 degrees ambient temperature. Tarmac should be nice and hot for a couple of nice little test runs. I'll show you the spec quickly and then we'll take it for a drive towards the autobahn, where we will do a quarter mile as well as some 0 to 100s on the B road. We'll see if we can get some temperature into these tires. So let's have a look at the spec first. Aventurine green, absolutely lovely color, beautiful spec with the little winglets, of course, and the louvers in the front bumper that can open and close depending on the cooling needs. The extended splitter at the front with the Turbo S logo. We've got beautiful wheels here. These are 20s at the front, center lock wheel, absolutely gorgeous. Behind that, massive carbon ceramic discs, yellow calipers, and Pirelli P0Rs. As I said, 255 tires at the front. We've got a revised front suspension setup for the Turbo S 992.2. Handling of this car is incredible. It's more like a Turbo S with a GT3 nowadays. It's really insane. Little splitter with an extension. We've got body color painted air intakes on the hips here, which is an option. The Pirelli P0Rs at the rear are 325 on a 21-inch wheel. Extended spoiler, exclusive rear lights, so that means that they are clear. I think the clear glass. You get this little structure thing as well, the Turbo S logo, super aggressive diffuser, and the titanium exhaust. I mean, it doesn't really sound that exciting, but it kind of does the job, I would say. It's not really like you're expecting anything else. So in there, 3.6 liter twin turbocharged T hybrid, flat 6, 711 horsepower, 800 newton meters of torque. You've got a little 1.9 kilowatt hour battery, and it works the same as with the GTS basically. So it's basically an electrically charged turbo. So you have super quick spool up, and it also generates power and can regenerate power. Super clever system, works really well on the Turbo S, and interior spec is also pretty nuts because we've got a lot of brown leather, like everywhere, with contrast stitching, this super nice carbon trim with a golden weave in there, like a golden thread, super cool. All like the lower part of the door is leather as well. This is all leather. We've got the leather vents even. The crest on the center armrest, Turbo S logo, full rear seat as well. This is like a proper spec. This is how I would spec a Porsche, like a Turbo S. I think this is so nice, it feels so luxurious. So as I said, we're going to try and get some heat into those tires. Last time, tires were like 30-31 degrees. Right now I've got a front right which is 61, so we've got twice the temperature in the tires, at the front at least. So we've got 47, 44, 52, 61. We're going to try and get all of those up a little bit, well, not too much, but rear tires at least, to get a proper 0 to 100 and later on a quarter mile as well. So Sport Plus. We're also going to experiment with traction control to see if we just leave it in Sport Plus, if that's the fastest way. And I also think that the surface over there might be the most grippy. So let's have a first try over there. So last time we did 259, 27, 29. It was kind of all over the place. So this is with everything off. There we go. So 259. That is grip. We've done a full review, of course. Click in the top right corner if you want to watch that one. It is an absolute weapon of a car. It is way too fast for most situations, and it is, I mean, it is the most effective point-to-point cruiser, this car. All right, so 2.5 is the fastest that we've been able to do. Let's hit the autobahn and see what we can do over there. Top speed 320 plus kilometers an hour. So we'll see if we can do that as well. 100 to 200. We're not really here for that, but last time I did 5.3, 5.5. So we can definitely do that quicker. It's also pretty amazing to me that we go from 3 degrees Celsius to 33, and like 100 to 200 and stuff, it's pretty much the same. It's so consistent. You check the speed, it goes up so quickly. It's so stupid. Oh man, but honestly it's really because we're at the autobahn that this car makes sense. Little wheel spin again. Super hot tires. So much power and torque to deploy on those massive rear tires, but it's just too much. Even if you have sticky 62-degree Pirelli P0 or rubber. So 5.3, same as before, exactly the same as what we had at 3 degrees. Another cool number coming up, 13.6, 200 to 300. Also pretty ridiculous. 200 to 300, top speed 335, 336, something like that. It's such a crazy car. Oh my god, that last run just sums up everything that a turbo S911 is. Just point and shoot. It is so ridiculous, ridiculously fast and capable, and as I said, it feels like it has like GT3 levels of chassis control now, compared to the 991 and a little bit 992, but 992.1 was already incredible, but compared to the 991, the 992.2 is crazy. It's a crazy car. Thank you so much for watching. Massive thanks to Porsche for letting us have a go to get those proper measurements. It felt like unfinished business, so it's good that we have the proper numbers now and we can show you guys what this thing can do in really different circumstances as well. So that's also interesting. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button. Check out the video on the right, the playlist on the left, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.